Hayne, Tim, Mannah, welcome. Thanks for giving us your time tonight. It's Dally M Awards night tonight. We understand it's a big night for you.
The Hayne Mannah Cup, October 19. It's the first time that Fiji and Lebanon are ever going to play each other, and it's both been named in honour of yourselves. As teammates growing up together playing for the Eels, what does it mean to you both to have like such a game named in your honour? Tim, I'll ask you first.
Yeah, it's a real big honour. I think it's a big game. It's an international game. Two teams representing their countries. So for us, it's a real honour to be able to be associated with that. We're proud of our heritage, and we're very fortunate we get to play a sport we love. So to be associated with this game is something we're excited about, and it's a real honour.
Yeah, Jared, 2008, you represented the Fiji Body at the World Cup.
Well, if you don't get to represent Fiji this year, having such a trophy named after you, what does that mean to you from a cultural perspective and what it's done for you in the past? Like
Tim said, it's a huge honour, and I remember playing in the Kefu Cup when I was younger, and that was a huge buzz. So to have a cup named after me and Timmy, his arm is big, and me and Timmy actually played in that same cup, the Toro Kefu Cup, which was which was special to have someone like that and play up to him, look up to him, kind of thing. It was special. So to have something of that calibre with one of my good mates as well is special.
It's been a tough year for you, Tim, personally, with the passing of your brother, and obviously with the year that Parramatta's had. We talk about what your heritage and your culture, for you obviously your Lebanese culture.
Yep.
How much of that is with your family life and stuff has helped you through?
Yeah, that's a good point. It's been a big help. I think anyone that knows the Lebanese culture knows they're very hospitable, and whenever tough times come, they're always around each other. And just like when good times come, they like being around each other too. It just they love being in each other's company. And when the tough times came this year, we're never short of family and friends. Everyone's always around. I remember during the funeral stage, there's people in and out the doors all the time. We never felt like we were alone. So I think that's the great thing about the Lebanese culture is how much they care about each other and the love they show. And we definitely felt the love and felt very supported. And I think a lot of that comes back to our heritage and the kind of people that we've been around growing up and the culture that they show and the example they show.
Jared, same for you. Probably leading up to the last World Cup, there was some tough times for you personally off the field, and obviously with your time with the Fiji Bati, you accredited a lot of that to turning your career around, like we just mentioned. The family life, as Tim spoke about in the Lebanese culture, is that a massive part of Fijian culture?
Yeah, it's massive. I think going back to Fiji here and there, definitely you get that presence of culture and how they're still stuck in their ways and tradition and all that sort of thing is really special, and definitely humbles you and makes you appreciate what we've got over here. And I think it also gives you insight of how in depth islands like that are with their culture. Lebanon as well, being a country been around for ages, where Australia's been around for 100, 200 years kind of thing, which is a short when you look at other countries and their cultures that have been established. So it definitely brings a side of you out that you never knew you had. And like you said, with 2008 it was a hard year, but being around the boys and being in the World Cup, the Fijian team was awesome. Got involved in church, found God, and haven't looked back since.
I haven't touched on what Jared touched on then about going back to a developing nation or his home nation, and you yourself in a similar situation. You've played in a grand final, you've played for Australia, you've played on the biggest stage in Origin. Does going back to play for Lebanon at some point in your career to get in touch with that cultural side and obviously help a developing nation of the game, is that something that you have aspirations for down the track? Yeah,
definitely. I was actually, to be honest, I was following closely the World Cup qualifiers because I was hoping that they'll get into World Cup because I think it'd been a great honour to be able to be involved in that. Wasn't to be, but down the track, I'll definitely like to, at one stage of my career, be able to play for Lebanon and even to go back there and kind of experience, where my parents grew up and have a bit of experience at first hand would be great. So yeah, definitely. Hopefully one day in my career, I'll be able to represent the country, and it'll be an honour.
The day's going to have 4 grades playing that day, so it's going to be, you know, I think in years gone past, to have, you know, 16s, 18s, 20s, and a senior or the national team playing all in the one day for developing nations, it wouldn't have happened. Is that something that makes you feel good about being involved on this inaugural day as well?
Yeah, it does. I think, you know, if you look back, say when I first started, when I was younger, you know, Fiji was struggling to put a team together. You know, you'd have to pluck people out of, you know, Jim Beam Cup and those sort of arenas, and you know, it'd be hard enough just getting, you know, a team with reserves. Where now they're doing trial matches, they're doing, you know, NRL players. There's you know, a handful of them now where, you know, you look back 8 years ago, you'd be lucky to pick 1 or 2. So I think the game's growing and it's just getting more it's just evolving, and you see a lot more Islanders, a lot more ethnic people playing these days, which is obviously creating, you know, events like these. And to have 4 grades is probably unheard of in many cases. So it's going to be huge, it's going to be special, and to be the first one, it's going to be, you know, a great day.
So Jared's talking about having trial matches for Fiji. You're probably not aware of this, but Lebanon have started having trials for this, and talking something like 60 or 70 kids at training. Is that something when you were young that would have been unheard of in the Lebanese community?
To be honest, I think a lot of it comes down to, you know, the administration and the guys that, you know, working behind the scenes to make it work. You know, it's because there's always been a lot of interest from, you know, the Lebanese community as well as the Fijians in terms of playing the sport. They've always loved it. But it just, you know, recently, the last few years, you know, they've kind of upped the ante in terms of getting more organised and getting people aware of what they can be involved in. And, you know, I think that's, you know, a lot of credit to go to the people that are working behind the scenes. So yeah, you know, hear 60 kids turning for a 16s trial, or, you know, over 200 kids turning up to trial for Lebanon is yeah, really exciting.
I've just learned today that you both share the same birthday. What's the actual date?
15th of the 2nd, 88.
That's Valentine's, guys. So just you guys watch.
They're sweethearts. Yeah.
So who's actually older?
Oh, I got no idea.
Probably Timmy. I was born at 6:30.
Oh, I'm a lot more mature.
6:30.
I was going to say that's probably the only thing we've got in common. Other than that.
I know. That's it.
You know, I've got the looks. Timmy's got the brains.
I've obviously got the physique.
What else? Timmy's got the patience. I'm impatient.
It's funny. We're so different.
Timmy's organised. I'm very unorganised.
That's probably the biggest thing. I'm real like probably too organised, and he's probably too the other way.
Okay. Now I did a little bit of research last night on you two, because obviously I know that you have played together. So I googled Tim, Mannah, Jared, Hayne. I thought, you know, that would tell me, you know, that you have played all the age groups together. But one thing came up, was a YouTube clip. Now, for all the people all the YouTubers out there.
Marry me, Juliet, you never have to be alone. Lord, I love you, and that's all I really know. I talk to your dad, go pick out a white dress. It's a love story, baby, just say yes. Whoa!
I just want to make it clear. It wasn't my idea, nor did I want to participate in the act. It was.
You were into it.
It come about because Timmy went to a Taylor Swift concert and, you know, carrying on.
Did you go with your girlfriend?
No, by himself, legit. Not
Him and Mortals, actually.
Yeah, him and Morts. And then so, yeah, they asked him about it. He starts singing and he's like, "Oi, if we sing, you sing good, sing with me." I was like, I don't know.
You were doing that.
He's like, you did. He goes, you did the chorus. I was like, look, I don't know the chorus. And so, as a good friend does, you know, backs another friend up, and he started singing it. And I was like, oh wow, he was going hard. I was like, wow. And so I did the chorus. I did a little bit of the chorus, just, you know, as a good friend does.
So seniors, you're both going away.
If I was on The Voice, Ricky Martin would have spun his chair.
I knew you were into it because you were clicking your fingers.
Had my eyes closed and I opened it up and getting fruit thrown at me.
So you both can't be there this weekend because we've got the launch on this Saturday night. So we're going to put this on to everyone.
Yep.
So the official anthem for the Hayne Mannah Cup is going to be Taylor Swift.
I'm sorry, guys.
We want you to do Taylor Swift Take Two for all the Fijians. And your friend is going to support you like he supported you that night, Timmy. Because you did it so well. and let's all count him in. Let's go.
Well,
Count him in. Let's go.
I know. I know when someone sings it. I don't.
Okay, let's get in the zone.
Okay.
Marry me, Juliet, you never have to be alone. I love you, and that's all I really know. I talk to your dad, go pick out a white dress. It's a love story, baby, just say yes.
Oh, that's what I do, man. It's back in a good mate now, that's what I do.
Wow. This is going to be true, is it?
Apologise. Wow.
Tim, your tip for the NRL Grand Final on Sunday, and one last message for the Lebanese team for October 19.
Okay. You know, I've got a lot of good friends at Roosters. You know, Daniel Moore, I'm happy for him, but to be honest, I want to lean towards Manly. I reckon Manly got him this week. And to the Lebanese team, best of luck, boys. Hope it's a great experience for all grades, and hope you can bring home the bacon or the cup.
Jared, finally to you, your tip for the game on Sunday, and one last message for the team on October 19, and for the Fiji Party team at the World Cup.
I'm picking Manly. You know, I've picked them since about round 12, and yeah, they haven't sort of looked otherwise. So you know, they're a great team, and to have Hos there, you know, I've got a lot of good mates in the Roosters as well, and you know, Mitchell Pearce and James Maloney and you know, Bordy Cordner from Origin. So you know, I'd love for them to win as well. Unfortunately, there can only be one winner, and I'm leaning towards men. I think experience and their ability to get to the next level in big games is the reason why they're there. So I think they'll get the bacon. Yeah, to the Fijian boys, the Bati boys, good luck, and show them what we do, baby. Fijian power, son. Y'all know what time it is.
Hola.